Turrets have always been a key purpose in defense, but one big problem is that they stand out a little too much. Well, until now. This mod adds many new features on turrets and can make them practically invisible. Is this game breaking? Well, I'll let you decide. Let's begin. So today we're going to be reviewing this new turret mod. It's a premium skin mod for turrets, and it just completely changes everything about these turrets. So here's what a little, tiny little base looks like, and then here are your skins. So this is one of the hologram skins, I believe. This is like a lava skin. You have a dark matter skin as well, and then some kind of green skin. Now you can choose from this list right here, and if you go to skins, you have all of these different kind of skins. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay out all of the turrets and just show you guys what all the skins actually look like. Alright, so here is all 10 of the skins, and you'll notice this little thing on screen. I'll kind of talk about that here and more in a second. But yeah, here's all 10 skins. But yeah, no, that's like your dark matter skin. Then you have this next one right here. Now this is more of like a rusty style skin, so it just kind of looks like a rusty kind of turret. And then we got the lava rock, which is, it's quite literally just lava. It's pretty cool looking though. That's one of my favorites. And then we have this blue skin, which isn't really blue, to be honest. It's more of like a pinkish kind of color. Oh, okay, that was kind of weird. But yeah, it's more of just like a pinkish kind of tone to it. And then we got the acid skin, which is like a translucent kind of skin where so you can like see straight through the turret in a way. But I like that one a pretty good amount as well. And then we got the full dark matter skin, which is just like extra dark matter. It just kind of pops more. The regular dark matter looks pretty cool, but it's just kind of missing something. I think the full dark matter honestly looks a lot better. It's just like more just like poppy. It just pops straight out at you. And then we have the hologram skin. Now this one is my favorite. I personally love this skin a lot. It looks very good on a turret. And then we have the lava skin, which is pretty similar to lava rock, except this one is actually like flowing lava. This is another pretty nice favorite of mine as well. And then we have a green fade skin, I believe it's called, which is just like it's like a rainbow in a way, like just depending on how you look at it. It's pretty cool actually. And then we have the fade skin, which is like similar to that one, just not green. It's just a regular fade skin. So it's just more kind of rainbowy in a way, which is also pretty cool. Now all these skins are actually pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie, and they can really match the area that you're in pretty well. So you can hide turrets. Like for example, lava is a little too much, but lava rock can blend in with like lava areas pretty well. So I'll try to blend these here in a second. But yeah, no, some of the best ones would have to be lava rock. This one might blend well in certain maps. Pinkish ones I don't think are gonna do well. Maybe underwater, like that would be a decent underwater turret. The holograms are just way too poppy, like they pop out way too much. And again, that one also is a little bit too much. These rainbow ones as well, just I don't know. But you got a couple that would blend very, very well with the environment. Now something that comes with these turrets is building over and over. It can become stressful to deal with on servers. Well, until now. Mitra 9 is a non-alcoholic supplement that quite literally makes you feel good. These drinks give you a high but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being root beer. If you're looking for a new drink to replace your coffee in the morning, Mitra is the way to go. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code Outcasts for 25% off your entire order. Now, back to the video. Alright, now something that's pretty cool with these turrets, as you can see, is it has these little icons that pop up on screen. So usually before a generator is on, it'll pop up with the electricity one, which just kind of shows you that this turret is not being powered. And this can be viewed from pretty decent distance. Probably about 10 meters, I want to say. And that's very helpful for, if you have just a crazy amount of turrets spammed and you have one turret down that you can't see. Very, very helpful. And then this can also show you, which turrets are out of ammo. Like those have ammo in it, these do not. And as soon as you fill them up with ammo, as you can see, it kind of goes away. Okay, so it actually does have a low one as well. So that's like low ammo. That's pretty cool actually, I didn't know that until now. Yeah, so something else that's pretty cool, as you can see, you have all of these new settings in here. So I'm gonna go over all of the settings. So you have toggle turret tracking. Now what this does is just toggles, all the tracking icons on your screen. They're all off screen now. So it just kind of gets rid of that because that can be a pain when looking at turrets. Now you also have a shooting range as well, which allows you to view your range for how far that a turret can shoot. It's a little difficult to see. But yeah, there's your range. which is extremely helpful because I know like having turrets in a certain spot is always, it's just like frustrating to have to figure out where to build, because you know, then you got to build, you know, your foundations outward until you get about like 20 foundations. Well, now this actually just has a turret range built onto the turret. I think it's honestly pretty phenomenal. I've been wanting this on a turret for a very long time, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then we have this one as well, which is called View Limit Range. Now what this does is this just shows you your kind of like limits for your 100 turret range. So, you know, 100 turrets can fit inside of this range, and then you can build another base like right here, or just like another turret tower right here, and then have your turret range right here as well. So it is extremely helpful for building, so you can actually properly know, you know, where the turret range ends, and then you can start building your like second layer here, your third layer are out here, you know, your fourth layer, fifth layer, and so on. So it's extremely helpful. That's another amazing thing with this mod. All right, and then we have this thing called Change Bullet Trail. Now this has bullet trails, you know, a blue trail, a green trail, a red trail, fire trail, and an acid trail. Now what these do, it's basically just like the trail that the turrets leave off when they're shooting a dino. So I'm gonna go ahead and put every single trail on each turret just to show you guys exactly, you know, what they look like. All right, so here is a Bronto. It's level 1500, and you know, it's got a good amount of health just to show you guys. So we are going to go ahead and just unclaim it so I can show you guys how these turrets shoot. So yeah, as you can see, here's the different trails right here. There's all four. Like one of them shoots poison balls. This one shoots, I don't know what that is, like acid. This one shoots fire, and then this also shoots like these white laser beam. It kind of looks like lightning. And I'm gonna be honest, the white ones I feel like are gonna be a pretty bad lag inducing thing on like a server, because I mean, if you think about it, if you have 100 turrets there all with that white beam shooting at a player, I just feel like it's gonna cause quite a bit of lag. And considering knowing how all of these structure or like these skin mods work, every single person can see this kind of stuff happening, even the ones that don't have it installed. And they already have allowed this on official, so these 100% work on official servers, which is a bit of a problem in my opinion. But yeah, it's totally up to you guys to just determine what you guys think. But I mean, it doesn't cause any effects, it's just for looks. So there's that. It's pretty cool as well. So let's go ahead and try and find spots on Ragnarok where I can blend all of these designs. It's gonna be pretty difficult for a couple, but let's just try and go find some. Honestly, shockingly, the rusty skin kind of blends a little bit better in the snow than I was expecting. Like, yeah, it's kind of the opposite, but it doesn't really look like a turret from afar. Like, you really can't see it. I mean, yes, I'm kind of using the bushes and trees. It's probably a bad example, but the best one would be the white one. To be honest, it blends better. You know, if you're flying past, you're just not gonna see this. I mean, it blends extremely well with snow until you're pretty much right on top of it. So that's a pretty nice one for that. Now, a phenomenal one is the rusty skin. I mean, that is almost invisible on these walls. On the Ragnarok, it's like the canyon walls. Like, I cannot really see that when I'm down here. Like, that's pretty impressive. I will not lie with that one. Now, yeah, okay, so the green turret, yeah, it's too much. It kind of pops a little bit too much. That does not blend in with any kind of environment area, which does kind of suck for that. And the other one is about the same way, which is like the greenish one. I mean, it changes colors depending on the angle that you're looking at, but it doesn't really blend the best. Yeah, again, the rusty one shockingly blends better. It just looks more natural. It looks more like a natural kind of rock. Yeah, again, well, this is actually a little bit different, but this is the lava skin. And underwater, it blends extremely well with like some of the seaweed. It makes it blend extremely well, at least in my opinion, until you're right up on it. But like, if you just swim past that, it's a little difficult to see that one. So these ones with these like distinct little patterns on it are seeming to blend the best with the environments. And now this one shockingly does blend with the lava, but it's hard to get a good snap point. Like, I'm over kind of in the scar, but the colors are pretty much spot on with lava. Just the problem is that the rocks are all kind of black around it, so that doesn't really function. So I'm gonna try to find a better spot for that. Okay, here's a better spot. So, I mean, if you're just flying overhead, you really wouldn't even notice it at all. Unless you're just, looking for a turret. That blends extremely well with lava. I mean, it's slightly off because the lava has a black tone in it. If this had that... Oh, no, it does have that black tone, actually. So, I don't know. I mean, it blends a little well. It's just, it needs shadow. I think that's what these turrets are missing, is the shadow part of them, and then it'll blend much better. Wow. Lava rock in the Wyvern Scar is extremely hard to find. That's impressive. I mean, that nailed that one. Like, yes, up close, you can't see it, but from right here, you wouldn't be able to tell that that's a turret at all. That's completely it's invisible. That is insane. Now, when the turret's on, it's gonna have that red dot, of course, that you can see. But like, look, I'm right here. I can't even see this, and I'm looking straight at that. I can only see it when you get about right here, and even then, you cannot see that. So yeah, lava rock, probably one of the best ones. It blends the best with just almost every environment. And then one more important thing to know as well is that this actually does work on auto turrets. So, you know, it's got all the same kind of settings on here. I'm gonna check and see if they're any different. Okay, yeah, no, all the skins are the same, but they work on auto turrets and on the heavy turrets. Now, these aren't just your traditional skins, because, you know, most of your skins can be found over here in this section. You have to go to crafting and then type in turret, and what it does is it replaces the original turrets. So yeah, for example, tech turret does not have one, so it's just labeled tech turret. But you know, heavy turret says heavy auto turret, which has a utilities bar right next to it. So that's how you find them if you just need to know where to find them, because it was a little bit confusing for me at first because it's labeled as a skin. But yeah, it's a little tricky to figure out, but it's not too complicated. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is a pretty phenomenal mod. It is unfortunately a paid mod, which costs $2, but in my opinion, you get a lot of value for that price. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm just doing this going 100% based around because I really enjoy this mod quite a bit. It offers a lot of pretty impressive things for a PvP server, because you're able to blend turrets a lot better. You can blend a base, having like some skin mods for your structures as well, and you can make your base pretty much invisible. Now, I mean, if I had to rank this mod out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7, just because it's lacking shadow, it's lacking a little bit of detail on some of these skins. Because if it had shadow for it to blend better, it would just blend a lot better with a good amount of these skins. I understand that a lot of this is just kind of aesthetic, it's supposed to just make your turrets look nicer and cooler. Like a couple of these are pretty cool. Now, but your camo ones like these are phenomenal. They blend insanely well with the environment around you, and it is a pretty phenomenal mod. But yeah, so for $2, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a horrible mod. I mean, I bought it, I thought it was pretty cool, but it's completely up to you. I'll put the mod ID in the description of the video for you guys to go check out. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.